Hello, guys and girls. I hope you are doing okay. I wanted to give you some updates regarding the earthquake and what's going on, what to expect in Turkey in upcoming months. Turkey had one of the worst disaster of the entire history of the world, and definitely the worst of Turkey just happened several weeks ago in southeast Turkey, affecting 13.5 million people population. There were thousands and thousands buildings, not units, not flats, buildings has been collapsed. Official numbers around 40,000 people dead. To my estimation, this is at least 250,000 people passed due to this disaster. Now what's next? We are expecting also one earthquake in Istanbul. Probably will not bigger than the one happened in southeast recently. And then affected areas of the Istanbul mostly will be European side of the Istanbul, which is close to the Marmara Sea. Not everywhere in Istanbul is bad, especially the ground is, some of them is rock, and these are safer. However, another factor, the building quality, it should be good. If not, that will be also affected. We cannot really now just wait this earthquake to happen. And entire Turkish people now in a big shock. We are glued to the TV every day showing so many disasters, so many problems in the area. And then we will have to have a new master plan to make these buildings are better. And this kind of project master plans will need billions of dollars basically. And not only that, people in southeast Turkey who survived needs to have new homes, but also in Istanbul or other places in Turkey, there are thousands of millions of buildings needs to be replaced, or at least some kind of strengthening needed to be able to survive possible earthquakes. It's a lesson the Turkish people took with a very heavily. So, what's happening in the upcoming months? This is 2023. It's the 100th years of the anniversary of Turkish Republic. The Turkish Republic was established in 1923, 29 of October. So it's almost 100 years. This is the 100 years mark of Turkish Republic. We never had something bad like this. But meantime, this is an election year, and the country has been run by the same party since 2002. It's, in my opinion, it's overdue. Very long time they run it. They got old, and then we need a new system, and new management will have a big load front of him. Needs to find billions of dollars to make the economy like back again, and rebuild the country, the houses, etc. People need a lot of money to be able to survive the next big earthquake. So it's going to be difficult. And 14th of May is going to be election. And most likely the government will be changed. New government will have to come up with the new plans, and then re-establish the country from the ground zero to come to point. Economy is again strong, and people are not afraid of the earthquakes anymore. So it's a big challenge in front of Turkish people. Hoping this at least we will have the new start in May 14, and because there was so much criticism, economy before, the economy was not doing well anyways. Now is this disaster happened, and dying under the tons of concrete is one thing, but surviving and not having the house, not having the life that you had. Maybe some people were wealthy back in the days and they lost suddenly everything. 4 o'clock in the morning, the earthquake kept them sleeping, and then as I said, like maybe 250,000 people instantly got killed. So it's a very tough times, and it's very hard to keep yourself in sanity here in this country at the moment, unfortunately. But there is a hope. There is a hope. It's elections coming. We will change probably people will decide, obviously, if they're happy with their current management. Let them choose the one it is. Even then, they will have to have big problems. They have to deal with it, and I don't think anyone is trusting they will be able to solve this problem. As far as they last 20 years, they did not do anything regarding the earthquakes protection, and it is what it is. So in few years time, I think Turkey will be better shape, but these few years will be very, 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 very difficult. I really appreciate all the prayers and the help that is coming to Turkey from the abroad. Millions of people donated. Millions of people were, trying to help something, even though they're out of the country. Well, if you have any questions, write down in the comments. I will answer how everything looks. But I have to tell you one thing. A few years ago, government came up with the amnesty plan for the buildings which was not built properly. Which was illegal. But they come up, they said, okay, we're gonna give you amnesty for these buildings. You can now pay a small fee, and then those buildings now will be legalized, no issues with them, etc. And unfortunately, those buildings are now collapsed and killed their owners. So it is very difficult situation. Poor people were given incentive to live in these buildings for pure expectation for the votes and support for the government, and they got, at the end of the day, killed. It's a terrible feeling. You cannot really blame the people, but I cannot say anymore. You understand the message. So let me know if you have any comments. Turkey is having very hot days. I was not able to turn on the camera and make some videos, and I didn't have the energy basically. But I am hoping, and I will have to be hopeful, things will be changing on the 14th of May. The election is coming, new government, new administration will have the hope to be able to change things, and upon billions of dollars needed for the change, I think that will be happening, and then we will prevail, we will pass through this difficult time, and Turkey will be great again. As a foreigner, what you can do? Yes, still come to Turkey, especially summer is coming, beautiful places, and then enjoy as much as you can, because people need the foreign income right now really bad. The country needs the foreign income support, and there's a lot of places the earthquake is not going to happen, safer. You can go to Antalya, there's no earthquake there. You can go to Muğla, maybe a few earthquakes, but none of them has been devastating at all. Nobody died, no buildings collapsed, nothing like this. Southwest Turkey is still a good place to go, spend some time with the family and everything. If you want to invest there also, it's a good place, far from the earthquake zones, and just to get a good building, and you'll be fine.